Good evening. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be making mac and cheese. I'm sure you've already seen the thumbnail and you've seen the title. My daughter keeps asking me every year, "Hey Dad, can you show me how to make this? Can you tell me how to make this?" I keep telling her, look on YouTube. That's where I get most of my inspiration. So today I'm going to hopefully be her inspiration. I'm going to show you everybody how to make the mac and cheese that I make, that I've been making for the last few years now. Recipe's been passed down. I got it from my mom and now I'm making it, and I got my own spin on things. Once again, thank you for joining me. Let's get to cooking. So let's go over some of the ingredients I have. First, we'll go over the seasonings. I got some fresh ground black pepper, some salt, some garlic, some paprika. Okay. Then I have my pound of macaroni, 1 stick of butter, and some flour for the roux. And then about 2 cups of milk is pretty much all you need. Spoiler, it takes more than 2 cups. Haha. For it. And then of course the cheese. I have some cheddar, some pepper jack cheese to give us some of that spiciness, and then some Velveeta cheese all cubed up. All right, now that we got the pasta going, we're going to go ahead and get started on that roux. So it's about ready at the same time the pasta is. I'm going to start with my stick of butter. The reason I'm using the whole stick is because I am making a lot of sauce. We like it ooey gooey and creamy, so I do use a whole stick of butter for this. And as this is going down, I'm going to start adding some of the flour. I'm going to continue mixing it so that none of it burns. I will admit that this is going to make a lot of sauce. Now normally I am making 2 baking dishes worth of mac and cheese. Tonight we're going to be making just 1, but I do have a plan for the rest of the cheese sauce for a non-baked mac and cheese that I'm going to be making. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this so you guys aren't getting bored watching me stir and mix. Let's bring on the mixing montage music. Now it's time to add the seasonings. I got the salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika. As I added it, the whole thing gave me a surprise and just thickened like 3 times over. So I'm going to have to put some more milk in it and get it back to the consistency I want before I put in the cheese. You don't want it this thick before you put in the cheese, otherwise you're just going to be putting in goop into your mac and cheese. So I'm going to thin it out a little bit more, which just gives me more sauce to play with later on. Back to the mixing montage. Now we're ready to start putting in our cheese. Get that. We'll start off by adding the Velveeta cheese. This cheese takes some time to melt, so we're going to fast forward through it. Once we're done adding all of the Velveeta cheese, then we'll start adding the pepper jack cheese and the cheddar. Okay, so we have our mac. All right, then we have our cheese. I'm gonna pour this in a little bit and then mix it in. All right. Let's get some more of this cheese in. Now we're going to top it. I had set aside some pepper jack and some cheddar a little earlier, just so I can make sure we get some topping on this. Now I'm going to cover this with foil, and then it's going to go into the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. All right, now it's covered. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes at 350, and then about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to take the foil off and let the cheese brown a little bit. All right, and here's the finished product. You can see it's just a little browning on the sides. Let me get a spoon here. I'm going to show you guys how creamy that is. It's ready to go. See all that? Yep. We're ready to eat. All right, guys. I'm going to try to do a couple of more of these this week. Just going over some of the recipes that I cook for this holiday. Thank you guys for joining me. If you like this, please subscribe and hit that like button. See you guys in the next video.